Thank you for choosing Global Mining Equipment. We hope this video will help you to better understand and operate your Mark 7.2 crushing unit. Please operate the unit in a safe manner, and from all of us at Global Mining Equipment, we hope you have great success in your mining ventures.
Hi, my name is Mark Pearson from Global Mining Equipment, and in today's video I'm going to give you the features, basic operation, lubrication, and maintenance of our Mark 7.2 rock crusher. The Mark 7.2 comes with a jaw measuring 8 by 15 inches. It comes with a double set of 9-inch rollers. The first set of rollers are both drive rollers. The second set of rollers is a drive roller and a spring-loaded idler roller. The Mark 7.2 can be fitted with a gas motor or an electric motor, as in this unit. The jaw is adjustable. The gap can be adjusted with your 1-inch heavy-duty threaded rods here. Another nice feature with the Mark 7.2 is the guard is very easily removable, making access to the chains and belts simply by removing 2 bolts from either side, and the guard will just lift up and off. To lubricate the Mark 7.2, there are 12 lubrication points. There is 5 lubrication points on the non-guarded side of the machine that are quite easily accessed. You will also have 2 lubrication points for the jaw pull block bearings that can be accessed through the safety guard and predetermined holes. The other 5 points of lubrication can be accessed through the slot next to the belt guard and chain guard, and can be easily accessed with a rubber type hose pistol grip grease gun. When lubricating your bearings, simply put your grease gun on the grease zerk and pump on the bearing until you see fresh or new grease coming off out of the bearing seal, as in like that. Prior to operating the unit, it is advised that you make 1 full revolution of the unit, making sure that it is free. That can be accomplished by simply putting a screwdriver or rod in the designed hole that is drilled into the shaft jaw. Once you do that, you can make 1 full revolution, making sure it is free before startup. From the rear of the machine is where you access the adjustment for your spring tension for your jaw, as well as the jaw gap. The jaw gap is adjusted by simply loosening the locking nuts on the threaded rod. And you can move the threaded rod clockwise to decrease your jaw gap, or counterclockwise to increase your jaw gap. Once your jaw gap has been set, be sure to go ahead and lock down the locking nuts, because the vibration of the machine can cause those rods to vibrate in or out, causing damage to the machine. On this side of the unit, your chain tightener is located. You perform that by first loosening your swing arm of your idler, then by loosening the locking nut of the tensioner adjustment screw, and then by turning your threaded rod clockwise or counterclockwise, it will tighten or loosen the chain. Once you get your proper chain tightness, again be sure you lock down the locking nut, and then lock back down the swing arm locking nut. At that point, double check your tension on your chain. You'll want about 1/4 to 1/2 of an inch play in the larger areas. Once you do make any adjustments, including the jaw, spring, or anything else, it is always suggested again to make at least 1 turn of the unit to make sure that it is all free. On this side of the unit is where your roller adjustment is. First, your set roller, which both rollers will drive on this. This roller I like to leave 1/4 inch to 3/8 of an inch apart, and that allows that bigger material from that jaw to crush through that before it goes to your touching rollers on spring tension. To make an adjustment on this roller, simply go ahead and loosen your locking nut in the rear on both sides, and then make your adjustments either clockwise to decrease the gap, or counterclockwise to increase the gap. Once you do make an adjustment, you will want to be sure to make sure that these adjustments are even. If you do not get an even adjustment, your roller will actually sit in there not square with the side plates, causing that roller to hit the sides and or jam. So make sure you make a very even amount in or out. Once you do get your set roller gap, go ahead and relock your nuts. The other thing about this roller adjustment is when you're going to make an adjustment, you will have to recheck your chain tension. As you bring that roller back, that will loosen the chain. Also, if you go forward, you may have to loosen the chain before making the adjustment, because as the roller goes in, that will tighten the chain. So on this roller adjustment, make sure the chain tension is correct and that your roller is square. And again, once you do make an adjustment, make sure your unit turns free. The spring-loaded idler tension adjustment is quite a bit more simple. Basically, all you'll need to do on that is by running this nut in or out will decrease or increase your spring pressure, causing that roller to spring harder into the drive roller. This adjustment, do not worry about any chain tension because it will not affect the chain. Again, do make sure that you make even adjustments on both sides, and that will help that roller ride square on the other roller. If you're unfortunate enough to get a jam in the roller system, to clear that jam, you basically simply need to loosen these bolts back on both sides, and I'd give it about an inch or so of gap there. Then just run your 7/8 bolts here tight on both sides, and that will decompress the spring, pulling that idler roller away from the drive roller. Once both rollers are free, then you can run the system back and forth until the jam is cleared, and then go ahead and disengage this nut, causing that spring tension to put that idler back into play, and then readjusting your top rollers. And again, once your top rollers have been adjusted evenly and square, double check your chain tightness and make any adjustments needed to be done. To access the wear plates on the unit, the first thing that needs to be done is the hopper needs to be removed. That is simply done by loosening the 4 3/2 inch bolts here. All you have to do is loosen. You don't have to actually take them out because the hopper is slotted. So once they're loose, go ahead and pry out and remove the hopper. To remove your stationary wear plate, once the hopper has been removed, simply remove these 4 5/8 bolts.